Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome back to the Humble Servant Homestead, guys. I am out here today inside of once was the cornfield, and since then we have transitioned this whole field into something totally different. Okay, it's totally different, and so we are down here today, getting ready to do a update on the cornfield and what it looks like right now. And so before we get into it, we're going to show you all just a little bit of what's going on here, what we have down here. We have actually two different variety of beans planted. So in this, well, I'm going to bring y'all down low so y'all can see what's going on here. So in these two rows right here, we have some bush beans planted, and I did plant a couple of bush beans, I want to say early in the spring, and those beans did not do so well for us, and so we come back on through and we are doing it totally different, in a different spot, different soil and everything else like that. And since I planted these beans in this area here, guys, I just want to let y'all know no fertilizer went down when I planted these beans. What I did, I went ahead, pulled the corn, and I went ahead, put the beans in, and as y'all can see, they're up real nice and pretty. Another thing is, what you gotta understand, that beans, what it does, it collects the nitrogen from the oxygen out the air. Actually, it does. But if you don't, you could go ahead and look it up if you want. But yes, so it's actually a nitrogen fixer, guys. Just said that a while ago, and my wife is looking at me like I'm crazy, but yes, it is. Okay, but what I'm actually going to do, I'm still going to come through and put a little bit of fertilizer on these beans here. But what we actually really down here to talk about is these purple whole peas right here, guys. Now, as y'all can see, these beans, they are looking real good. They're coming up real nicely. We have some that is actually ready at this moment here, but what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to let these right here go ahead and dry. In just a moment, I'll show you this whole row, what these purple whole peas look like. But guys, let me tell you what. Actually, I planted these beans right here, and I did not stake them or run any string for them to run on, just so I can show you guys a demonstration of what your garden would look like if you don't train these beans the way that they should go. As y'all can see, it's a mess right here. This row, I cannot walk down this row because it just took the whole row over, guys. So right now, what we're going to do, and we're going to get into it right now, I tell you what, I think I can show you better than I can tell you. So stay tuned, let me grab my tool, and we're going to head on down to that side. What we're going to get ready to do right now, I can show you better than I can tell you. Come on, let's go. Okay, and so I am back. I just went ahead and grabbed my tool, and I grabbed me T-posts. Okay, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do right now, I actually went ahead and measure these out. So we have a consistent measurement right here in this area. So what I'm gonna do, actually, these right here is actually 6 feet apart. Okay, what I went ahead and did, I measured this whole row. And believe it or not, well, I did use my feet, so it might not be an exact measurement, but from here all the way down, it was about 50 some odd feet of my foot. And it's about a, size 11. So what I went ahead and did, I break it into half, and from there, I went ahead and measure it. So this is how I get all of this right here. Of course, you can go ahead and use a measuring tape. At that time, I did not have one handy, so I just went ahead and worked with what I have. Okay, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do right now, I'm just gonna simply go ahead and put this T-post on in, and it's gonna get a little noisy here, guys, and I just go ahead and pounce that on in the ground. And so what I'm gonna go ahead and do right now, I'm gonna go ahead and pounce the about 2 more in, but I'm gonna do that off camera because this is a little bit loud, okay? Okay guys, and so now we are at the next step. And so I'm not going to show you this part right. Well, I'm going to show it to you, but I'm going to tell you what it is I'm getting ready to do. The method that I'm going to be using for these purple whole peas right here is actually the Florida weave, okay? And so we're going to show you how we go about doing that right now. So come on down, little baby. Okay guys, and so what I'm getting ready to do right now, pretty much gonna go ahead, tie a knot on my T-post right here. Okay, get that knot real nice and tight. And also what I'm gonna go ahead and do, just wrap it around one time, so that way I can get it just right. Okay, and so what I'm gonna do right now, and it's, you know, just from the name of it, a weave. So that's pretty much what we're doing. We're going to be weaving this string inside and out on these T-posts here. So come on outside, baby, so they can see. So what I'm doing pretty much here, I'm just going ahead, see, like this purple whole peas right here, it is already on the ground laying down. And this is why this Florida weave here is very, very important for these purple whole peas, because we want them to grow straight up and not running all over the floor, taking up all the walking space, guys. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm just gonna go ahead, simply pick that one up that's on the ground right there, and I'm gonna come on down here. And what I'm going to do, once I get to this point of the T-post right here, see what I'm doing now? I'm going on the other side right here. So now I'm on this side. Now I'm on the opposite side once I get to my second T-post, and I'm coming down, and I'm just weaving along. And so now when I get back down here to the other side of the T-post, what I'm doing now, I'm just gonna go ahead and switch to the other side. All right, and so that's all to it. And then I'm gonna come on over on the other side and go all the way down to the other T-post. And what I'm going to do, once I get to the end of the T-post, I am actually going to go ahead and put a knot around this, well, not so much a knot, but I'm going to bring it on around just so I can keep it in place. That way it stays stable. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and put just a little tension on here just to get it real nice and tight. Okay, and so what I'm going to do now, so I can keep this here in place, I'm going to come on the other side, if y'all can see, right here. And now I'm on the other side. And what excuse me, I missed a step, because what I like to do, instead of keeping it all on the same level, what I like to do, I like to come on up just a little bit up to the top. Just about that height right there. And you can do all that measurements and stuff as you go, wherever you're comfortable with running your string. But the reason I don't like to keep it at the same level is because once I get ready to come to the other side up top, you know, your plants, once that weight get there, it will topple over. So when I come through with my next weave, what I will do, I will bring it up a little bit higher, and that way I'll keep it all into place. Okay, so let's go on down the row. And so once I get to this point here, what I am going to do, simply going to just come on over on the other side and just weave it on down. Just like that right there, guys. And I'm just going to go ahead and give it a little bit of tension just to make sure that I have everything nice and tight. And these plants, if a strong wind comes, it won't blow them over. And as these plants grow taller, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come through again with another layer, and like I said, a little bit higher, so that way they will be right in place. All right, so just gonna go ahead, tie that on around, and just give it the real nice little tie, just like that. And voila, that is it right there, guys. Just got through doing the Florida weave. Okay, sweating a little bit, excuse me. All right, and so that is it right there pretty much. These sides over here, as y'all can see, we have already got those done. And I'm telling you, if you're looking for a bean that will produce lots of beans, purple whole peas is the way to go. They are so delicious, very tasty. You season them well. Throw you a couple of turkey tail in there, and I'm telling you,
smoked turkey necks.
Yes,
smoked
make sure it's
tails.
smoked so you can get that real nice flavor inside of those beans.
I know you talking about we're gonna dry these out.
Well, it's all up to you, baby. It's whatever you want.
I'm gonna pick these few that's ready now, so
right,
we'll probably have those for dinner tomorrow.
But guys, these beans right here been planted, I want to say about 2 weeks. Right here, these been about 2 weeks since I planted them, and they are looking good so far. Those one down there been right at about a month and some change since they've been planted, and look at that, they are already producing like crazy. Okay, but yes, if you're looking for beans to plant, purple whole peas is the way to go. We have some bush beans, like I said. Those they're coming up real pretty good. I'm kind of seeing a little bit of burning on the leaves. Don't know where that's coming from, but we'll be checking that out to see what is what and what's going on with it. But nonetheless, guys, I hope you guys learned something here today, and I just want to say thanks to each and every one of you guys out there for stopping by the Humble Servant Homestead. Guys, you already know, if you like the content that you guys got here today, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, and just spread it. Give it to someone that you think it may be helpful to, somebody that it may, help to better them with their gardening skills and stuff like that. But guys, just want to say thanks to each and every one of you guys for stopping by the Humble Servant Homestead. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you guys out there. Have a blessed day. I will see you all when it's time to harvest some of these beans here. Blessed day.